In certain short duration and high intensity um, activities, the recovery process can be up to 2 hours long. This is because all glycogen stores will not be depleted, and it will it doesn't take longer than a day. But when it is duration, but a short long duration and low intensity, it will take a lot longer because a lot more glycogen will have to be used in this process. There are some ways to improve the speed at which our glycogen stores are recovered, and this may include having a high carbohydrate diet, which can speed up recovery process. And this is because muscle cells are quite receptive to carbohydrates during the first 2 hours of following a training session. So the sooner you eat your carbohydrates after a training session, the better it will work, and the muscle cells will be most reactive. It is said that if you consume up to 300 to 400 calories of carbohydrate after recovery, then the recovery process will be a lot quicker. Now we are going to talk about active recovery and an active cool down, which helps with the skeletal muscle pump, DOMS, and there are some other recovery strategies that we'll be talking about. But first off, we're going to start off with DOMS. And DOMS is delayed onset muscle soreness, which occurs after exercise and is can be caused by blood pooling or um, just buildup of lactate around the muscles. And an active recovery can allow um, muscles to be flushed with oxygenated blood, and this will reduce the amount of muscle soreness that will happen in the future, and also can help to speed up recovery of everything else. Um, this can be done by stretching, which can help blood to circulate a lot more, get oxygen to the needed muscles a lot more quicker, and it can which in turn will help reduce muscle soreness, which is what actually DOMS is, and reduce maybe the damage that occurred to the muscle. So it will help to recover the damage done to the muscles. Now, DOMS is caused by this damage, and it can be prevented slightly, but it cannot be completely prevented because it does occur because the muscle will be damaged during exercise. Um, and this damage is normally done to the muscle or connective tissue, and this can cause structural damage, which is excessive mechanical forces, which is normally due to eccentric contractions, and will cause structural damage. Now, also muscle protein will break down and cause inflammation, and can this inflammation will be detected by pain receptors when the pH is lower during intense exercise. So then you get that bad feeling of soreness. You can feel it because your pain receptors are feeling what is going on at the time. Next up is the skeletal muscle pump, and this can help to maintain venous return mechanisms when you cool down actively, so by jogging or stretching or simply just walking after strenuous exercise. The muscles will still constantly be contracting, which can help blood returning to the heart and force it towards the direction of the heart. And because the blood is forced to move, it will reduce the effects of blood pooling, um, which can which can cause blood lactate accumulation as well. And it also keeps oxygenated blood flowing around the body and getting to where it needs to be so that recovery can be as efficient as possible. It can also help to maintain blood pressure and continue metabolic process, um, at the same time, because muscles are used, the skeletal muscles are used to pump the blood back to the heart as quickly as possible to be oxygenated and move around the body. Now, there are a couple more strategies that can be used to speed up the recovery process, and these may be cryotherapy, warming up, hydrotherapy, massage, or even simple things such as diet and hydration. Now, cryotherapy is a process by which you use certain things such as ice massage. Um, it's external, so ice massage, ice packs, cryo cuffs, or compression units, or even in certain cases being covered by ice in a whirlpool. And this will help to cool the body down externally. So, for example, the ice immersion, you go into a pool and you're fully immersed in ice, which means that your whole body is being cooled down actively, externally as well. And it just helps to reduce body temperature, get blood circulating, and making sure that the body can return back to its original state as quickly as possible. It also can decrease muscle spasms, decrease tissue metabolism, so how fast it recovers. Also decreases in pain and can lead to vasoconstriction around the body, so that blood is only getting to the areas where it matters, and less blood is circulated, which can reduce blood pressure. Also, you hear athletes speaking of getting sports massages after or during the season, and this is just to help to get blood to circulate around the body as efficiently as possible and free up joints as well. Now, this massage is good for recovering because it forces the blood to get to all different types of the body and can help to spread out blood lactate or lactic acid buildup, which can reduce muscle soreness in the interim. Things also such as diet and hydration, as I spoke about earlier, carbohydrate, like carbo loading, is used quite a lot by athletes, and this is used so that the body can recover as quickly as possible using carbohydrates to recover ATP and PC. And also hydration, because we need water constantly, and we're constantly losing water when we exercise by mechanisms such as sweating. The body needs to replenish and stay hydrated at all times to reduce effects such as fainting or fatigue. Um, Also, simple things such as doing a warm up beforehand can help to aid the recovery process, because if you imagine a piece of glue tack, if it's cold, it will be very hard to stretch, and this would be like our muscles. But if you do roll it in your hand for a couple of seconds, it becomes warmer and easier to pull or stretch. And this is because of muscle. This will increase muscle pliability, um, and its ability to exercise at the time, or its ability to perform its best. Um, in the hydrotherapy department, it helps to recover, um, similarly to cryotherapy, where the body can be immersed in pools of ice, and it can help to. It's also like it's similar to cryotherapy, and is where the whole body is um, covered in cold water or fluid, and can help to reduce blood pressure and cause vasoconstriction.